the AT&T Center, where tonight the Spurs, the worst team in the Western Conference, will play host to the second worst team in the Western Conference, the Houston Rockets. The Spurs come into this game mired in an 11-game losing streak. They're just 4 away from tying their all-time franchise record following Sunday's afternoon's 133-95 loss to the best team in the West, the Phoenix Suns. The Spurs have also been dealing with a number of injuries, with both Jakob Poeltl and Jeremy Sohan still out today, but the Spurs should be getting back Doug McDermott and Josh Richardson off of sprained ankles, who have missed a combined 8 games. Following shoot-around today, McDermott was asked what he has noticed while watching their games from the bench.
You see the mistakes a lot more. You know, you kind of you feel like a coach, you know, and you start to, you know, the things they're harping on us for in film, you start to see it as a player sitting there watching. So it opens your eyes a little bit more to the game. You know exactly where we got to be better, and that's got to be on the defense end of the floor. Starting tonight, we got to rebound, and we got to play very unselfish on the offense end.
All right, here is the matchup tonight. Note the late tip time, 7:30.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The U.S. House and Oversight Committee released a 79-page report today that concluded Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder permitted and participated in the team's longtime toxic workplace culture while dodging a congressional subpoena and at the same time working to intimidate witnesses. That is according to ESPN, which adds that the report also says the NFL was complicit by not cooperating. The 2022 Valero Alamo Bowl features about 2 top 20 teams right here in San Antonio. That, of course, is number 20 Texas going against number 12 Washington. Now, both of the head coaches met for the first time since Selection Sunday today here in the Alamo City. Steve Sarkisian for the Longhorns, Kalen DeBoer for the Huskies, holding the press conference this morning at Sunterra Country Club here in San Antonio. Sark is in his second season at UT with an 8-4 regular season record after finishing 5-7 last year, and DeBoer is in his first season after turning the Huskies around from a 4-8 finish last season to a 10-2 finish this season.
That strength of the team, you know, that it's in there, and you know, we know we're gonna have to bring our best to find a way to meet the challenge that's presented by UT here.
Got to be prepared to make sure you're playing 4 quarters and score collectively against them, because they can do it at a high level.
All right, the 30th anniversary of the Valero Alamo Bowl will be played on Thursday, December the 29th in the Alamo Dome at 8 p.m. Good luck to the University of the Incarnate Word Cardinals, who will face number 2 seed Sacramento State in the FCS quarterfinals tomorrow night at Hornet Stadium in Sacramento. The Cardinals have every intention of handing the Hornets their first and only loss of the season after going 12-0 to get to this point. Cardinals quarterback Lindsey Scott Jr. comes into this game with 55 touchdowns in the air, 4,156 yards passing, and coming off a 41-38 victory over Furman that included a game-winning touchdown.
Seeing RG3 tweet about it, Johnny Manziel's tweeting about it, and he's a special player. I wish he got invited to the Heisman because I think he deserves that. I just hope that, you know, he wins the Walter Payton because he deserves it.
All right, the Walter Payton Award is passed out each year for the best offensive player in all of college football, and he has been invited to participate in the finals announcement. Game time tomorrow night for the Cardinals, 9:30 p.m. San Antonio time. Live from the AT&T Center, Greg Simmons, KSAT12 Sports.
All right, thank you, Greg.
You got it.
And we'll be right back with our KSAT Q&A after this. Welcome back. This week you heard tuberculosis being mentioned in the news because Metro Health confirmed that a student at Brandeis High School in the Northside Independent School District had it. Now that student, we're told, is off campus and in stable condition.
Yeah, but that incident got us thinking about TB and how we treat it. Joining us for this conversation today, Dr. Larry Schlesinger, the president and CEO of Texas Biomed, and a senior physician in the field of tuberculosis and a principal investigator at the National TB Training Center. Dr. Schlesinger, always appreciate you joining us for these segments. We like to separate fact from fiction when it comes to this. What are some of the biggest misnomers or myths when it comes to tuberculosis, something that you've spent so much of your career studying?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is people often think this is something from history books and that we don't have tuberculosis today. The other is it's over there and it's not here in this country. Those are myths. Texas has a large number of cases, second only to California. And Bexar County is also the 3rd highest caseload in the state of Texas. So it is here in our communities, and it's difficult to diagnose.
Okay, so let's go back and talk about what tuberculosis actually is. What are the
Sure.
symptoms?
Well, tuberculosis is a bacterial infection, which most commonly presents as a pneumonia. And we call it an atypical pneumonia because it kind of smolders for a while, perhaps 1 to 3 months. And it's often misdiagnosed as just a community pneumonia. People can have significant weight loss, they can have fever, and on rare occasions when they cough up sputum, it can be so-called blood streaked, a little bit of blood in the sputum, but it's mostly a pneumonia.
What immediately came to your mind when you heard about the student that contracted tuberculosis?
Well, I just, it's another reminder. This is a student who probably was coughing, had pneumonia. I don't know the case specifically. And yet maybe it was chalked up to COVID or another viral infection. And no one perhaps thought about tuberculosis right away. This is commonly the case. And then finally it was diagnosed. And then it's a matter of finding out who's been exposed.
So obviously a lot of people are thinking about COVID, right? Yeah. When you start coughing, now people even think, before they even think it's the flu, they think automatically it's COVID because we've been talking about it so much over the years. What do you think? So can we just talk about the differences between TB, COVID, the flu, other things? What differentiates this, and also from long COVID?
Yes, COVID, influenza, they are viral infections due to viruses, and those are acute infections. The virus gets in you and you get sick pretty quickly. The incubation period is relatively short. You get sick, over a period of a couple of days. Tuberculosis, when you inhale the bacteria, actually the most common scenario is you inhale the bacteria and you stay healthy. Most people who inhale tuberculosis bacteria stay healthy, and the way you know it is your skin test has converted. But if you are sick with tuberculosis, either by just acquiring the bacteria or reactivating it from inside your body, it can smolder for a period of weeks to months as you lose weight and have fever before it's diagnosed. So it moves more slowly, and it's a bacteria, not a virus.
When people are infected, how long does it take them to recover usually, and what's the treatment like?
Well, this is a real problem because this is a bacteria that's very hard to treat, and we have more and more drug resistance. If you're fortunate in a way to have bacteria that are susceptible to our current antibiotics, it's still 4 drugs for 2 months, followed by 2 drugs for at least 4 months. So 6 months of therapy, and there's some toxicity. This is difficult to treat. And the growing rise in drug resistance is a real problem because if you're diagnosed with resistant bacteria, you could be on treatment for over 2 years. So it's very different than treating an acute viral infection.
And how does this work vis-a-vis isolation during that time? Because at that same time, while one person's infected, you do want to protect other people as well.
Right. Once you're diagnosed with active pneumonia, where you could be coughing out the bacteria, you actually have to, as this patient, I understand, had to get away from other people, go home and be treated, and stay in isolation until they're considered non-infectious. There's pretty standard ways of stating someone's non-infection. There are 3 things, basically. The first is that the person collects sputa, usually in the morning, and has to have 3 consecutive negative sputums for the bacteria, that they're on therapy, usually for at least 2 weeks, and that their clinical symptoms, the fever, the weight loss has stabilized, the cough is decreasing, perhaps the fever is gone. Then someone, if they have susceptible bacteria, can go back in the community. If not, they need to stay in isolation.
Obviously, I'm making some assumptions here, but you think of a high school student, you think of someone who's probably fairly healthy, certainly young. Are there who are people that are most at risk for getting serious TB symptoms, or are there does it just not, delineate that way?
Right. This is important because, as indicated by this case, healthy people can get tuberculosis. And this is usually a case where someone's in close proximity to someone who has active tuberculosis and is coughing out the bacteria. It's usually you have to be in close proximity of someone for a bit of time, a few hours each day, something like this. But even healthy people can get tuberculosis. But there are risk factors. Diabetes is a big one, HIV, cancer, homelessness. These individuals are at particular risk of tuberculosis, so we know what those targeted groups are. But the key, even healthy people, if in the right setting, congregate setting, closed, no ventilation, can get TB.
All right. And Doc, just final question, is a mask enough to protect you?
So a particular type of mask, in this case, people know now the N95, the respiratory mask, is the only way to really protect you. And if you're in those risk groups, to understand that it's around, needs to be treated. And right now it is treatment. The vaccine is available, but in adults, it's really not that effective. So researchers like myself are focused, and at Texas Biomed are focused on developing new therapies and vaccines, easier to tolerate therapies, and better vaccines.
All right, Doc, thank you so much for joining us today and answering our questions.
Yeah, always appreciate you lending your expertise to us. Dr. Larry Schlesinger from Texas Biomed. You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back after this. All right, as you join us again, we're going to take a live look outside. And Steve, this is something that you were talking about maybe 20 minutes ago. This is I-35 at Walton Road, and this does not look good.
It is a strange sight. There's at least 5 lanes that are closed in the northbound lanes of I-35. Again, to give you an idea, this camera's at Waltham. We're looking north towards the Eisenhower Road exit. And there's what was termed a minor accident. So that's what's slowing down the right-hand lanes that you see, the northbound lanes. But the southbound lanes also seem very slow at this hour. Again, it's I-35 and Waltham. Just a traffic trouble area to let you know, but traffic is at least moving, so that's somewhat an improvement from the last time we checked in.
Yeah, down to a crawl right there, but yeah. All right, so now we are going to take another look outside. Ah, yes, that's the kind of traffic.
That's pleasant.
That's how traffic's supposed to flow, right? 74 degrees out there right now. And Adam, you keep talking about this. It feels more like April than it does December.
Yeah, in a way, you kind of think fiesta, not Christmas, when it comes to the weather out right now. And there will be some changes coming down the pike. We'll get to that in a moment. First, I've got another homemade thermometer ornament winner for you. Elizabeth Kelly of Seguin. I just sent you an email a little bit ago. Go to KSAT.com/thermometer to enter that drawing. Given away daily this time of year. It's that time of year. Just love it. Right now, we're at 76 degrees. By 9 o'clock, 71. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., 67. So not a big temperature drop. We're only going to drop another 9-10 degrees overnight. So another mild start to the day tomorrow. We'll talk about the next cold front when it arrives and much, much more in just a bit.
So at 5 o'clock, Adam Caskey said, maybe for sliding in San Antonio, you can get a big block of ice and slide down a steep hill.
Yeah, you get block ice.
I think he's making this up.
No, I swear it's a thing. Block ice, not just ice, but the big square block ice, and you can sit on it and slide down a grassy slope.
I don't know.
I think it's a thing.
No.
It's a thing.
I'm sure it's a thing after a certain activity.
It's especially.
Maybe.
Oh, it's gonna become popular. If not, I'm gonna make an invention.
I thought Caskey on ice was yesterday. Now I've really, I'm seeing Caskey on ice.
We were just scratching the surface there at the ice rink.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Awesome. Morning clouds, afternoon sun, feeling like April. Cold front hits next week by Tuesday evenings when we're expecting that cold front. Take a look at the readings and we'll even venture up north. A good chunk of Texas in the 70s and 60s. There is some colder air out there though. I mean, the northern tier of the country, really the northern third to almost half has temperatures in the 30s and then even below freezing. We're going to see a definite dent in our temperatures, but nothing down to freezing from this next cold front. Right now, west side of town, Kelly Field, 75 degrees along with Stinson, 73, Seguin and New Braunfels. Los Maples at 67, Kerrville 68. Temperatures not warming up as much west of San Antonio, especially hill country where the clouds really were stubborn and held tight. Tomorrow morning, pretty straightforward. 66 degrees to start the day. Then by the afternoon, we make it back up to, we're thinking 81 in San Antonio. You get into the hill country, 70s. Boerne 75, Bandera 77, and Comfort 75. More of the same every day all the way through Tuesday. Highs around 80, give or take. And then Wednesday, we're back near average at 67. And then by Thursday, we're looking at a high temperature back in the lower 60s, so a return to more seasonable weather and those cool, crisp mornings when you want the jacket, the sweatshirt, or the sweater. That's by next Wednesday, so a lot of time, of course, between now and then. Little boundary North Texas, a few showers closer to Dallas, that's about it. Otherwise, the upper level high, the Big Blue H, still over the Gulf of Mexico, influencing our weather, pushing away any big disturbances and any large-scale systems from really impacting us and giving us good rain chances. But we are watching all this activity. You see the higher elevation snow in blue and the lower elevation rain. This is a big upper level system that's coming together in the West Coast, and that's going to help develop that cold front for next week and not bring us rain chances, but there should be some activity elsewhere in the state and, of course, elsewhere up the plains. Around here, we're going to start the day tomorrow with the low gray clouds. Even by midnight, we'll probably have some fog reported, reduced visibility here and there, fluctuating through the morning commute. This is 8 a.m. Can't rule out a stray sprinkle. Even the Futurecast is putting a little green spot on the radar here and there. And then by the afternoon, we break into sunshine again. So it's a similar pattern, what we've been used to the past several days, more of the same. Gray starts the day, even a little damp. And then by the afternoon, we're sunny and 81 with the noticeable humidity and a south-southeasterly wind at 5 to 10. It's just copy and paste all the way through the weekend and even into Tuesday. I do want to point out, though, Saturday evening, even into Sunday morning, so Saturday night, Sunday morning, can't rule out a thunderstorm. About a 20% chance we could see a brief thunderstorm. We're going to get rid of the humidity by next Wednesday, and it's back to cooler conditions and even needing that long sleeve or that sweatshirt periodically. All right, I'm going to actually take us back a little bit to what we were talking about earlier. I got excited when I saw the courthouse.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so I had my jury duty on Monday, right? And, you know, we're all lined up. This is when you report in person, not the Zoom one in the morning. So I reported to the 186th District Court, Honorable Judge Moore, right? And we're all lined up by number. And our wonderful bailiffs, you know, he's doing the roll call and he comes up and hey, wait a minute. Hey, Caskey, you got a thermometer? And I didn't at the time. But during our lunch break, KSAT's not far from the courthouse. So I cruised over to KSAT really quickly, got one of the thermometer ornaments because I like to have extras around this time of year.
Yeah, you never know.
Exactly. And then surprised him on the way back. He goes, I go, I know you were just kidding, but I wanted to follow through. So thank you for all of his service and the wonderful service of everybody at the courts. And, you know, people ask, oh, would you get out of jury duty then? I didn't want to. I actually wanted a case. Whenever I've gotten jury duty, I want to kind of be a part of it and experience it.
You're there anyway.
I'm there anyway. You know, I want to do something and see a different side of it. Anyway, go to ksat.com/thermometer to enter the drawing. And you see this big red, oops, that's the wrong button. Big red sign there, you tap that, and then it'll take you to the entry page on our website.
There you go. Very easy to do.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Adam.
We'll be right back. Here's today's in case you missed it.
It is Thursday, December 8th.
Richard Montez convicted of capital murder. The jury just reaching a guilty verdict.
Montez is the last of 3 suspects charged in the deaths of a 14-year-old and a 69-year-old man back in February of 2018. The other 2, a pair of cousins, took plea deals. They were sentenced back in August to 22 and 24 years, respectively.
Another Uvalde County official facing scrutiny for their action or inaction at Robb Elementary. Uvalde County Sheriff has said he thought his response to the shooting was adequate. CNN now reporting that Sheriff Ruben Nolasco knew the calls for shots fired on campus, but still diverted to a shooting at a nearby home. And that's where he found a woman who was shot in the head, the shooter's grandmother, who identified her grandson as the attacker. Video shows the sheriff arrived at Robb Elementary by 11:49. That's 16 minutes.
The U.S. House passes the Respect for Marriage Act. That bill is aimed at protecting same-sex and interracial marriages. The legislation passed by a final vote of 258 to 169. Following that vote, a round of applause broke out in the House chamber. The bill now heads to President Joe Biden's desk to be signed into federal law. Once it's signed, same-sex marriages will not be legalized nationally, but all states will have to acknowledge gay unions performed in other states where they're legal.
That is a bear up in the tree, climbing up the tree right there. This tree is in the backyard of the Jimenez family just outside of Sacramento, California. Nancy and her daughter heard something going on in the backyard. Sounded like it was in the tree. They went out to check it out, and sure enough, it was a bear.
We've been getting some good KSAT Connect photos through our Weather Authority app. This is the elf TPing the Christmas tree. See the elf on the right-hand side there? That's in Converse, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Shenanigans, those elves. Supposed to be on the shelf.
I was going to say, he didn't stay on the shelf.
Oh, I see London, I see France. I'm flying in your underpants. That's creative.
Very awesome. Good
Is
stuff.
that from the Kasky house?
See you on
No comment.